style. Street knowledge by the pile. Baby, never act wild. Very low.
Hey guys, it's Bree and welcome to my channel. So this video is going to be part 2 of my 5 major tips for moms that are, struggling financially. For the 5th tip in that video, I mentioned I would do a part 2 where I actually go over things that I feel like you don't really need to buy. So this is that video. So yeah, I will give a little disclaimer. I am currently 39 weeks pregnant and I am a first-time mom, so don't have my baby yet. I was actually thinking that once she's about 3 months, it might be fun for me to react to this video and kind of just give my viewpoint on if I still feel the same way or if I've changed my mind on certain things. So I'm gonna insert a poll somewhere so you guys answer if you want me to do that 3-month update, and I definitely will. But yeah, other than that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it. So I have a little notepad of things that I purposely did not buy, things that I feel like you don't really have to have, or things that maybe you can always just go back and get it later on down the line if you truly need it. So yeah, what really inspired me to do this video is just the fact that I love watching YouTube and I have my favorite YouTubers, and I've seen a lot of YouTubers that are pregnant, have gotten pregnant, have become pregnant, become moms, and that's great and it's amazing. But I come to find out that they are really unrelatable to a lot of us viewers. Now one day I will be there and I can buy anything and everything under the sun for my baby, but this pregnancy is just not, I'm not at that point yet. So, and I know there are a lot of other moms also that are maybe in similar situations or that just don't want to buy unnecessary stuff. So this video is for you. So the first thing that I have are these $1,000 strollers. Okay, if it's the upper baby craziness, you don't need it. Okay, I promise you. Walmart, Target, you can get a regular stroller or a travel system for a few $100s. It does the same thing. Now later on down the line, when you have that money, because you will be there one day, you got to speak it into existence. One day you're going to be able to spend $1,000 on a stroller and not know it's gone. So in the future, when you're there, of course we would love to splurge on a freaking down payment for a stroller and have the nicest thing, the leather handles, and be able to use it for 5-6 babies. But we're not there yet, and it's okay because you don't need it. Okay, I got a travel system, a Graco SC Fast Action something or other. Graco is a well-known brand. The stroller had a lot of great reviews. It was $200 for the system, and I didn't even get it for $200. I got it for like with a discount, with a coupon. So it works just the same. As long as your baby has a stroller and a car seat that meets the standards, safety standards, which they all have to meet, you'll be okay. A changing table, you don't need it. Okay, if we playing on the floor, I will lay down a towel or a blanket, change her right there and move on, or I could lay her on the bed, change her like that, move on. It's not necessary. You really don't need to go buy additional furniture so you can wipe your baby's booty. Okay, you don't. The next thing is a bassinet. Now every parent is gonna have something different to say. Some people swear by their bassinets. Personally, I don't think it's necessary if you're someone who's trying to save money. Bassinets are great for if you want the baby to sleep like right next to you those first few months, and you can easily access the baby and not have to get out the bed. But realistically and practically, they're only good for like the first 3 or 4 months. They have very, very minimal weight limits, and especially if you have a bigger baby, they'll grow out of that weight limit even sooner. But bassinets are really made for only really small babies, really basically the newborn phase. So like I said, after 3 to 4 months, you would have to invest in a crib or some other sleeping arrangements regardless. So why not just get one that will actually grow and transform with your baby versus this one and then you have to find somewhere to put it or get rid of it. most cribs these days are actually convertible, so it can turn into a taller bed, and it can even be a full-size bed, so it can really truly grow with the child from infancy to preteen years, as long as it's not falling apart, you know. So that made the most sense to me. A lot of people like play yards. Now play yards typically come with a bassinet and a changing table that go on top, so when the baby is younger they do have like a bassinet on the top and a changing area, and then once they outgrow that bassinet and changing area, you can just lay them straight at the bottom of the play yard. And a lot of people, I've read, a lot of people really like their play yards versus getting like a bassinet and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. You'll need to buy 3 different bed options for the baby if it's not in your, you know, financial plans. Bathtubs. Now I'm not gonna lie, I wanted the baby bathtub because I just feel like it would be more convenient, but my boyfriend was like, you don't need that, they just put us in the sink. My mom was like, girl, put the baby in the sink, you don't need that. So they kind of convinced me not to get it. I'm not gonna lie, I did want one just because of, I feel like, the convenience, but is it necessary? Obviously not. They've bathed babies for many generations without these tubs. So yeah, ultimately the plastic ones are big, they're bulky. You have to find somewhere to store them when you're not using them. Then you really only bathe babies maybe like twice a week, and once they can actually sit on their bottoms and like hold their head up or whatever, you really don't need the tub. So the tub might be very useful in the beginning for twice a week for a couple months. After that, it's just another big bulky thing that you have to find somewhere to put or throw it out or get rid of. So I'm gonna try my best to just shower or bathe the baby with like the sponge baths, laying her down or in the sink, and make it do what it do. Now this is an item that, like I said, I did want for the convenience, but I feel like I can always go buy one if, you know, I'm gonna try it out, and if I feel like, you know, it just makes more sense for me to have a tub of some sort, then I can always go get an affordable one later on. But I didn't buy one off the bat because it just wasn't a super necessity in my opinion, you know. And even if you don't want to bathe the baby by yourself, hopefully you're not going through motherhood alone. Hopefully you have a support system of some sort, whether it's your partner or a family member or a friend. But you know, even for the twice a week until she could sit up, even if my mom holds her while I wash her off, you know, teamwork it, we can get it done quickly and move on. Diaper pails, don't buy that shit, okay? Don't spend $30, $60, $70 on no daggone trash can for literally for shit, okay? Now my baby cousins, they like 13 and 14 now. When they were babies, ain't nobody had no diaper pail, okay? You put it in the trash, take your trash out often, or you can go to the regular kitchen trash can aisle, get your little plastic bin with a lid. It's the same thing. If you really feel like you need a trash can, just use a regular trash can. Or if it's a boo-boo diaper, just take it outside immediately. Don't even let it sit in your house. I remember when my cousin was little, I was staying with my aunt for a little while, and if it was a boo-boo diaper, we just toss it outside on the balcony, and then eventually they would bring it to the like big dumpster in their apartment complex. Like, simple. So I didn't buy a diaper pail. I do not want a diaper pail. Now maybe in the future I might try one out just to see, but I don't think it's necessary. I just don't think it's necessary. You could probably honestly do without it. And of course every mom is gonna have their mixed reviews. Some people swear by them, some people say it still stank up your house regardless. So, you know, baby blenders, you don't need it, okay? First of all, your baby can't eat solid foods until 4 to 6 months down the line, and more than likely, let's be honest, okay? You probably got a blender or a NutriBullet or a food processor in your house already anyway. Why do you need an extra gadget that does the exact same thing? So I think that's like, you don't need to spend $100 on a tiny blender and some little cups, okay? You can get plastic Tupperware cups at Walmart for $5. They do the exact same thing, and you can use one of the 5 blender mixer gadgets that you already own. And that's if you even want to make your own baby food, okay? So I feel like sometimes we say we want to make our own baby food, but when life gets to happening, you be like, bump it. Well, I'm gonna just go buy what they have already made anyway. So I just don't think it's necessary. Like I said, it's something that you probably already own, so you don't need something you don't need a blender specifically for your baby. It just doesn't really make sense. As long as it blends the food, it's doing its job. So you could probably pass on that. Wipe warmers. I mean, it's just luxury. It's luxury items. You don't need it. I didn't even consider a wipe warmer. Would it be nice to have a warm wipe on your tush? Sure. Do you need it? Heck no. Y'all don't need to spoil your babies with no hot wipes, okay? And then when you're in public, you don't have a wipe warmer stored in your diaper bag, right? So it just doesn't really make sense to me. Just get in there, wipe they bum, and move on. The quicker you get in and get out, it'll all be over with. Your baby is not going to be traumatized for a room temperature wipe. And you can even just warm it up in your hand for a couple seconds. I'm sure that'll help a little bit. Do you know how this can do a lot, okay? Warm it up in your hand. It's not that serious. Or you could use a warm washcloth that you already own at your house. Like, I don't think it's necessary. I've also read a lot of reviews that they actually dry out your wipes faster, which would kind of put wipes to waste. And I've also read a few things about the wipes molding and stuff. Like I said, I don't own one, so I can't speak from personal experience, but I have heard a lot of moms complain about it drying out the wipes and things like that. But I just don't think it's necessary. And again, like I said, when you're not sitting by the wall, by the changing table, it's not going to be a warmed up wipe regardless. So, shoes. That baby ain't going nowhere for at least 9 months. What they need shoes for? By going somewhere, I mean walking, okay? You gonna be holding them, or they're gonna be laying out on their back or sitting in a swing. They don't. When do your baby feet even touch the ground? They can't walk, they can't stand, so you don't need it. I'm not gonna lie, I bought 1 pair of baby shoes just because I wanted her to have a cute Easter dress, so I bought the shoes to go with the dress. And for pictures, you don't need it. She will not be walking in these shoes. By the time I take the picture, she probably would have kicked them across the room. Baby towels. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did get some washcloths. So like the little baby washcloths, I did get a few. And the only reason I actually got these is because the house towels, our wash rags are raggedy AF. Like, they have all the strings hanging out. Like, these are our wash rags. They're really rough. They have strings hanging out. These strings be getting hooked onto my earrings and my belly button ring and all that type of stuff. And some of them, like, they'll have like dried up nail polish or something, and it scratches my skin. So I knew that that was not good to put on my child's skin. So I did buy 1 pack of washcloths. So my recommendation is, if you already have good quality, soft, luxurious towels, don't buy baby towels. Look how thin this is. And this is about how thin their drying towels are as well. So your normal towels are going to be much more absorbent. They're going to be, you know, these are soft. But like I said, if you already have good quality towels, I wouldn't recommend buying baby towels. Like I said, they're not that absorbent. And the little baby hooded towels, as cute as they are, they're going to outgrow them. They don't absorb the wetness very well. It doesn't make sense. So I did buy the washcloths just because our washcloths are really bad. I did not buy any hooded towels. We have plenty of big towels that are soft and thick. And what I was gonna do was actually take like 3 or 4, maybe just 2 or 3 of our big towels, of the nicest ones, and just keep them with her stuff, so that way she can use those. But you don't need it. If you already have good quality towels, you really don't need to buy baby towels. Baby detergent, I don't think you need it. And some of them be expensive too. Listen, if you really want to make sure your baby, because you know some people say their baby has sensitive skin and all that stuff, that's understandable, but you already buy, I'm assuming you already buy a household detergent for your clothes and whoever else lives in your household. You can simply just buy unscented normal detergent that you will use for the household, or the sensitive version, or the clean and free note. Like, you can just buy normal detergent that is sensitive or unscented and use that for the household and the baby, as opposed to buying one for the household and one for the baby and then this and then that. So yeah, my mom did get me a bottle of baby fabric softener, but that's it. She wanted to buy it, I let her buy it. I'm going to use it, but you don't need it. I'm going to use the normal detergent that we have. And like I said, if your baby, because not even every baby doesn't necessarily have an issue with certain products just because people say something. So if that detergent is causing an issue for my baby, then I can go get, like I said, a normal detergent that's just unscented or whatever, and it'll really do the same thing. The last thing I have written down is a bottle sterilizer. Y'all don't need that, okay? It's another gadget. You gotta find space on your cabinet or in your cupboards for it. And realistically, it probably takes more time than just normal. Listen, hopefully you have hot water at your home. Turn that faucet on. Run that bottle or that binky through that hot water. Put a drop of soap in it. And again, you don't need baby bottle soap either. You can use the normal Dawn, Ajax, whatever you have sitting on your windowsill will do just fine. Put a little tiny drop. Use that hot water that comes out of your faucet that you already paid for. Sterilize them bottles and keep it pushing. Or if you don't trust that, I'm hoping that you have a pot somewhere in your home. Put the pot on the stove, boil that water, drop the bottles and the binkies in there for a couple minutes. You're good to go. You don't need an additional thing for that. And that reminds me, those formula dispenser things, you don't need it. Would it be convenient to press a button and make a bottle? Sure. You don't need it, okay? It's extra money, extra gadget that you have to find a place for when you could just stop being lazy. Get that infant water, put a scoop of powder, shake it up, and go. Like, is it really saving that much time? Just scoop, pour, shake. Like, is it really worth that $70 that you spent? That could be money put towards Pampers, wipes, things that you actually need, into your baby college fund. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so those are everything that I could think of off the top of my head that I feel like you really don't need, like I said. And I was honest with you guys about what I did and didn't buy, even if it was on my don't need list. So yeah, don't forget to answer that poll if you think I should do an update video in 3 months and see how I feel. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, you know, you guys don't have to buy every gadget that's on the market. Everything is not necessary. Just because they target it at new moms or babies doesn't mean you need it. And, you know, just because your favorite YouTuber is buying a $1,000 stroller and a wipe warmer and a diaper pail for every room doesn't mean that you need it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully this helped some of you mamas out there that are trying to not buy stuff that you don't need. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you stay tuned for more videos. And yeah, by the time this video gets uploaded, I will probably have a baby, y'all, because I'm already 39 weeks that I'm filming this, so she's due any day. So, and I filmed 3 videos today, so like I said, by the time this one gets uploaded, she'll probably be here. But that's it, y'all. So those are my tips, my suggestions. Keep some money in your pocket. I don't know.